Porto is Portugal's gorgeous second city, with a vibrant waterfront scene that straddles the picturesque Douro River. Dating all the way back to the Roman Empire, it also boasts a rapidly growing creative culture that's evident in the hotel, restaurant, shopping, and art scenes. Northern situated Porto's smaller, more intimate, and authentic vibe is a great complement or alternative to a visit to Portugal's larger capital city of Lisbon in the south. Porto is famous for its sweet, tasty wine and the many cellars that offer tastings and tours, as well as its foodie culture with tons of opportunities to taste local delicacies. Visitors can enjoy the handful of great museums, leafy parks, and beautiful architecture, and the beach is just a short bike or tram ride away. Now, before we go any further, know that everything you see featured in this video, plus in-depth travel guides to all of Europe's leading destinations, including Lisbon, Madrid, Barcelona, Paris, London, Rome, Amsterdam, Athens, and many more, can be found on our site at santorinidave.com. Don't miss our 2 great maps featuring Porto's best neighborhoods and hotels, and you can find those links in the description below this video. Here are our 8 favorite neighborhoods in Porto that we recommend for tourists: Ribeira, Baixa, Cedofeita, Bonfim, Miragaia, Foz de Douro, Boavista, and Vila de Gaia. We begin with Ribeira, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that runs along the northern bank of the Douro River. The bustling riverfront promenade is the city's main tourist attraction, packed with cafes and restaurants, street performers, and tourists all day and into the night. From here, the views are incredible, across the water to the equally active waterfront of Vila de Gaia and the 2-tiered iconic bridge that connects them. Both bridge levels are heavily transited by pedestrians, with the upper stretch also used by trains and the lower also used by cars. This is a glorious place to sit and enjoy the people watching and observe the boat traffic along the river. 1 block up from the waterfront is the Plaza Infante Enrique, with its grand statues and fountains, fronted by the Palacio da Bolsa and St. Francis Church, as well as the Ferreira Borges Market with a variety of pop-up shops and vendors inside. Ribeira is a great area for first-time visitors to stay, as well as the most romantic part of the city, and it's easily walkable to get to tons of bars and restaurants and the main attractions. And the waterfront hotels here offer absolutely fabulous views. Some of our favorites include Pestana Vintage, Gran Cruz House, and 1872 River House. Next up is Baixa, the downtown area just uphill from Ribeira. This is the commercial center of the city, where you'll find the best hotels and restaurants. The area is famous for its notable architecture, most significantly along the Avenida Aliados, a main boulevard with a central plaza that separates 2 hills. At the top is Porto's City Hall, and along each side, Porto's most luxurious hotels and shopping. Sé, the Porto Cathedral and main attraction atop one hill, is the original site around which the city was built. Ascending through narrow streets and stairways in the surrounding neighborhood, it's fun to climb up and appreciate the stunning grandeur. Another major square is the Plaza de Lisboa, where you'll find the Clergos Church and Tower, which is open to climb to the top of if you don't mind waiting in sometimes long lines. In front of the church is a lovely open space to enjoy, with the popular Leo bookstore that supposedly inspired some of the famous Hogwarts scenery in Harry Potter along the plaza's far corner. Also at the top end of the plaza are the iconic Fountain of Lions and the Carmo Church with its fabulously tiled exterior. To the east of Baixa, the São Bento train station is one of the most beautiful in Europe, known for its elaborate interior tile work that tells the stories of Portuguese history. Baixa is home to the city's fanciest hotels. Our suggestions in the area include Turrell 1884, M Maison Particulière, Maison Albar Hotels Le Monumental Palace, and the Intercontinental Palacio das Cardosas. Cedofeita is a large area that includes most of downtown, with its northern part just a few minutes' walk from the city center having a more local and residential feel. The charming district is also home to many art galleries and boutique shops, and cafes and restaurants line the streets. There are two main attractions other than the mellow vibes and chill scene: the artwork at the National Museum Soares dos Reis and the magnificent gardens of the Crystal Palace, a large forested park with a variety of activities and fabulous territorial views in multiple directions. While Baixa is hilly, Cedofeita is relatively flat and pleasant to traverse on foot. Cedofeita is a great area for boutique and smaller hotels. Here we suggest Rosa et al. Townhouse, which includes a lovely little market in the lobby, Casa do Canto, and Tipografia do Canto. To the east of the city center is Bonfim, another hip neighborhood filled with coffee shops and breweries that's a great choice for a local feel. While there aren't a ton of sites to visit here, the Church of the Lord of Bonfim is one of the most beautiful in Porto. Mostly it's a charming residential area to explore, with far more affordable accommodation options than can be found in the city center. Here we recommend the Hotel Eurostar's Heroismo, or one of the local guest houses. Along the riverfront to the west of Baixa is the Miragaia neighborhood, a dense residential area with some charming accommodation options. There are even escalators here that help visitors up the steep hillside. Visitors to Miragaia are drawn to the beautiful architecture and easy access to the nearby city center. It's also very close to the previously mentioned forested park of the Gardens of the Crystal Palace. And from here, it's easy to hop on the trolley that runs all the way out to the coastal area of Foz de Douro, which we go into next, and is also just a fun activity to take a round-trip ride on. The hotels we recommend in Miragaia include the excellent Torrell Avant-Garde with its amazing river views, and the quaint Miragaia house at the bottom of the hill. Along the coast, Porto's westernmost neighborhood is Foz de Douro, a beautiful beach zone filled with both stately mansions and quaint cafes. The waterfront has a long and wonderful tree-lined promenade that's a pleasure to stroll. To get here, most visitors ride the trolley from Baixa, but renting a bike to ride the entire waterfront trail is a great way to enjoy the city, stopping to people watch and take a swim if you like. The main site along the beach is the 400-year-old Fort of the Berlengas that's free to visit. The best hotel in Foz de Douro is the Hotel Boavista, located just a block from the beach. The neighborhood of Boavista is an affluent area that stretches from Cedofeita to Foz de Douro. This is the main business district and largely removed from the concentration of tourists in the city center and along the river, though there are a few attractions. In the center of the area is the Rotunda of Boavista, where 8 major roads converge, with a striking statue at the center of a lion atop an eagle, symbolizing a Portuguese and British battle victory over the French. Fronting the roundabout is the Casa de Música, a striking concert hall hosting performances, workshops, and tours, while nearby are the Sahalves Contemporary Art Museum and the Mercado Bom Sucesso, a modern food court filled with delicious dining options. Boavista is home to a handful of large international hotel chains, including the Sheraton, the Crown Plaza, and the Porto Palacio. And finally, Vila Nova de Gaia, the neighborhood directly across the Douro River from Baixa, is technically not part of the city of Porto, but very much feels as though it is. This is the hillside visible over the river from Baixa and Ribeira, home to many of the large port wineries spelling out their names in large letters on their rooftops. Along the Vila Nova de Gaia waterfront is another broad promenade, packed with tourists, street performers, and craft vendors. Overhead, a cable car ferries tourists from street level to the endpoint of the upper deck of the Dom Luis Bridge. It's a fun and brief ride to do either or both ways, with fantastic views of the surrounding city in all directions. Getting to and from Vila Nova de Gaia is easy, walkable along either tier of the bridge, the upper level having especially fabulous views, with tourists seamlessly moving out of the way in time for approaching trains to pass. This area is also home to the iconic Garden of the Moors Park, where crowds gather each night to watch the glorious sunset over Porto. Vila Nova de Gaia has a handful of excellent restaurants and some lovely places to stay. The city's finest hotel, the Yeatman, is located here, as is the smaller Callaway Hotel. Check out our many great travel guides that cover where to stay, eat, and go for popular destinations across Europe and around the world at SantoriniDave.com and across this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.